Hello, welcome to fabulous Fredrick's Fair Feast restaurant. I am head chef Fredrick and I have two very important customers today in my restaurant, and they are here for a feast. Now, one of my usual customers, I believe, is your teacher, Mr. Stillwell. He comes in here for a fair feast, and he was talking to me and he was saying how you, as year one, have been learning about fractions, and that you guys know that a fraction is part of a whole, or it's an equal part of a whole. So you know that you need to share and be fair when you're sharing. So what I have two very important customers, and I have a feast room over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and give them their feast. And I wondered if you'd be able to share their feast out between them and make sure they have a fair feast. That's because that is what we do in our fair feast restaurant. So by a fair feast, we mean that both people are going to get exactly the same amount of food on their plates. They're going to get to eat the same, because if they didn't have the same, it would not be fair. So I've got the food ready over here. First of all, I need to go and make sure I wash my hands, make sure my hands are very clean, because if I'm touching food, my hands need to be clean. So I'm going to go wash my hands and then I'll come back to deliver the food. Will you come and help me? So hands washed and ready to go and deliver the food. So just a quick reminder, I have two guests and I have a feast for them here. So that means we need to halve the feast for our customers. So each customer will get 1/2 of the food. Remember, we write that as a 1 out of, so a line, and then a 2 underneath, the backwards 2. Okay, so that is what fraction of the food they are going to need. So I have my food ready here. Let's go and deliver. Good evening, Lady Penguin, and good evening, Mr. Turtle. Welcome to Fabulous Fredrick's Fair Feast Restaurant. I have your food here for you. And I have some friends who are going to help me to share your lovely feast out for you. I hope you can have a fantastic meal. Before we start, it's really important that you're safe with knives and that you need to get a grown-up to help you do any cutting that you need to do for this task. So for your starter today, Miss Penguin and Mr. Turtle, we have garlic bread, and we have here 4 pieces of lovely warm, ow, my fingers, garlic bread. So I wonder if my year one helpers can work out how many slices of garlic bread each of you will get if you are having half. Let's use our knife to cut this up. So I'm just going to place the apple and grapes over there so I can cut. Here's my knife. So we have 4 pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many pieces will Miss Penguin and Mr. Turtle have? Let's find out. So we can go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Fantastic! So, half of 4 pieces of garlic bread is 2 pieces of garlic bread. Excellent! Well, I think with their garlic breads, they're going to need some tomatoes. Looks like we have quite a few tomatoes here. Let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 whole tomatoes. We need to share them equally. So how many tomatoes would they get? What is half of 12? Can you work that out? I'm going to start trying to figure it out whilst you're doing that. So 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. I wonder if we've got the same answer. Let's count in twos to find out. 2, 4, 6. And let's see if Turtle's got the same. 2, 4, 6. Excellent. So half of 12 is 6. I wonder if you got that right. Now, I think they're going to need a drink. And we have 2 cartons of apple juice. How many cartons would they have each if they had half? That's right. They'd have 1 carton of apple juice each. Excellent. Now it's time for our pizza. And it hasn't been cut. So I'm going to cut it into some slices. Let's cut it down the middle. Make sure it's nice and fair. So I have 4 pieces of pizza. How many pieces will each of our customers have? That's right, 2 pieces or half of the pizza for Penguin and half of the pizza for Mr. Turtle. Excellent! Fantastic! Well, we've still got some more food to share out. We have some lovely chocolate chip muffins. We're going towards our dessert now. We have 4 chocolate chip muffins. How many would be half? 1 muffin, 1 muffin, 2 muffins, 2 muffins. Is that fair? I think it might be. Excellent. We have an apple. We have 1 apple. What am I going to be able to do? Or what am I going to have to do to share this apple equally? I can't go like this, can I? Because that's not fair on Miss Penguin. And I can't go like this because that's not fair on Mr. Turtle. What could we do? I wonder if you said this. We could cut it in half. They have half of an apple each, which is fair. Now, we've only got some grapes left and some little treats for the end. So let's see how many grapes we've got. Let's count them in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 grapes. So what is half of 16 grapes? I wonder. Let's count in twos. Let's see if we can work this out and see if we get the same. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. How many grapes have they got each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they should have 8 grapes each. Fantastic. This fair feast is going swimmingly well, isn't it? We're now on to our last thing. We have some little sweeties. We have 4 sweets. And how would we share them equally between 2 people? I wonder. Let's have a look. 2 for you and 2 for you. Is that fair? All the food is gone. Do you think this feast is fair? Just got back to the kitchen. Mr. Turtle and Miss Penguin, very happy. 2 empty plates. They ate all of their food and they said it was a very, very fair feast and they enjoyed it a lot. So thank you very much. Next time, they said they might bring 2 more friends with them. So if we had the same feast as we had today, but this time we were going to split it between 4 people, how much do you think they would get? So I'll put a picture up of the feast. You might need to pause the video and then see if you can work out how much of the feast each person would get if there were 4 people. Very, very tricky. For your task at home for today's maths lesson for Mr. Stillwell, what I would like you to do is to create your own fair feast. So I want you to get a plate of food, anything you've got. There was a letter sent home by Mrs. Oliver, who is a teacher at Mr. Stillwell's school, and said about using different types of food. So whatever you have at home, can you make a fair feast like what I have and share it out equally between 2 people? Or if you're feeling like a bit of a challenge, could you share it out between 4 people? That would be spectacular. And what I would like you to do is, I would like you to take a picture of your food on your plate before you take it out to serve. And then I would like to see another picture when it is been shared equally between the guests in your own restaurants. Amazing. I hope you have an amazing time. Remember to keep washing your hands when you're touching food and to be careful and ask grown-ups help when you're using knives. Okay, everyone. Bye-bye.